My name is Elaine Tweedy, and I'm the director of the Small Business Development Center here at the University of Scranton. We're in Scranton, Pennsylvania, which is in Lackawanna County, one of the largest counties in Pennsylvania, and one of the most urban counties in Pennsylvania. I've been with the center since 1987, and I joined them really as someone doing accounting work and consulting with clients one-on-one. And in 1989, when the then director left, I took over his position, so I have been a director here for quite some time, and the staff has grown over that period of time. The ultimate goal is to service 67 counties in Pennsylvania. There are 18 centers in the state, and they're all affiliated with colleges and universities, and it's a nationwide program. And the goal is to keep small businesses viable. It's a real simple goal. To educate and meet and counsel with small business clients who need assistance in whatever areas of assistance they need, and there's a long list of things that we can do for them, and to keep them viable, profitable, understanding what they need to know in order to become successful. It is a part of the university system because it provides direct access to faculty, research, and the university environment in general. For instance, our library, we could take small business clients to our library and access a lot of online databases and other materials that we might not have available if we were affiliated with another type of agency. When we need help sometimes with certain areas of research and development, we could look to our faculty to help us in those areas as well. You know, in both recessions, the commonality that we see is that small business startups do occur a lot. And a lot of people think small businesses aren't starting in a recession, but they are, because there's a lot of opportunities that open up. When certain types of things close, it opens an avenue for other things to open, as long as they do their homework, their research, and they understand their market. So if you do your homework and you know your stuff about your market, there's an opportunity in recessionary times. You've got real estate that's cheaper. You've got folks negotiating prices in rentals and leases. So it's a real advantageous time to open a business. I think who we've impacted the most in the last year, or maybe even from October of 2007, have been our farmers, our agribusiness clients. We service 8 counties, of which 7 are rural designated counties. So we're out in a lot of farmland. As a result, we see a lot of farmers who have possibly specialty products or byproducts from their farm that they'd like to produce and market and don't know how to go about it, or who simply are not thinking profit when they run their farm. Most farmers don't think that, and most farmers underprice themselves. So we started in 2007 to really focus on farmers, and we developed a number of programs, including a farming profitability program. And this past year, we trained 84 farmers in farming profitability. I guess I wasn't really sure how much our lives impacted other lives, but until I had a gentleman who was a contractor come in, and it was during the time, 1990s, late 1990s, when the recession was rolling around for 1991, and he came in and he literally cried in my office that he was, you know, he had a family, he was going to lose his business, he didn't know how else to provide for them. Could we help? And sometimes we can, you know, sometimes we can do a cost analysis, we could train cash flow, we can look for financing that might help out of a sticky situation, and sometimes we can't. But I think at that time that pointed out to me that our organization had to be proactive. We had to get people before that happened. We had to get the word out to them and let them know we were here to help, and that they could come to us. Our consulting is free. We don't charge for that because we're federally and state funded. So they could come to us for assistance, and we can help them through before they get to that situation, and not to be afraid to ask questions. We absolutely know all of the programs inside and out for the state of Pennsylvania. So if there is a myriad of agencies out there and the client is confused and they come here, we can help them through that murkiness to tell them what's applicable to them, what they're eligible for, what we can do to help them. In fact, in most of our brochures, we have a tagline, your first stop on the road to success. Because we really feel that if you come here, we can help you through the rest. I think anybody who can get a lot of good feeling from working with people, who likes to work with people, and who has a strength in communication, numbers, accounting, marketing, they would be a very good candidate for working at a small business development center. There's actually an online website that they can go to. The Association for Small Business Development Centers is our national program that governs the state systems. So if they went to www.asbdc.org, they would be able to tap into the network across the states and find out where the closest center is to where they live or reside, and understand that those centers will probably have outreach locations, because if you go to the website you'll find Scranton, but you may not necessarily see our outreach locations. So by just contacting the main center, you would be able to find out that we have outreach locations in every county we service, so you don't have to travel here. $0 for the assistance, the one-on-one. It's great, you know, it's a great thing to be able to say. I've had folks sit here and say, well, now how much do I owe you for this session? I would be like, nothing, absolutely nothing. This is, you know, this is what this is about. We do charge for our seminars, and they're very low fees. We're not trying to make a profit on those. Typically to cover the cost of our supplies if we have an outside person come in to do them, and or if food is involved, then we do charge a fee for those. And there's some things we do, like our ServSafe program, which certifies food vendors, that is regulated by a certification agency, and they do charge a certain fee, so we have to charge that fee. But generally the one-on-one consulting, for however many hours a person needs it, we allow, you know, we want the client to let us know when they need us and how much they need us. We don't push ourselves on the client. Small business is important because it is a very large employer in the United States. You know, we often look at manufacturing, and I don't want to discount that, because manufacturing is a very positive force, and there are a lot of very good jobs in manufacturing. But we can't ignore the fact that in this recession, so many small businesses are remaining with the 5-6 employees that they have to be able to service the services, the retailers, those of us who need it. And manufacturing actually does not locate to spots where there are no small businesses, because they want that support network of small businesses to be in place for them in order to do what they need to do. So small businesses are the lifeblood of the country.